In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Luna Projector Player and the Yoto Mini. So these are the two toddler-friendly devices that we use. We've used them for over a year. I'm going to be talking about the basics, how they work, their cost and longevity, how that adds up. I'm going to be talking about how independently toddlers can use them in different ways and how I think they each fit a little differently into a family routine. Now, I will say they both serve different purposes. I do have a preference. See if you can tell throughout the video which one I prefer. I'll try to stay neutral and just share things about them, but at the end I'll kind of share which one is my favorite. So how it works. The Luna Player is a projector. So it comes with little figures similar to like the Tony box, if you've heard of that one. They just plug in on the top and then a video projection will go off. Easy to plug in. Just line it up, set it on top. It does need to be plugged in. I'll plug it in. It's a USB-C, so that's a nice universal charger. Okay, so you plug it in, it turns on, and then the buttons are pretty simple to navigate. You just press play. It will show a list of stories and songs, and you can skip through them to the one you want, and you can press play. You can also put it just in story mode, so it's not projecting onto the wall. So that's how this Luna Player works as a projector. Obviously, you need to have it in a dark room. The Yoto Mini. It is just this little box, little speaker, has a button on the side to turn it on. It charges with USB-C, and it has a very long battery life. I can't remember exactly what they say it is, but my son listens to a story probably 30 minutes to an hour every single night at bedtime, and we only need to charge it maybe every other week. So it can definitely last several hours battery. It comes with, instead of figures, it comes with cards. So the cards just go in this slot.
Cornbread and puffy at the carnival.
And the story starts. You can control skipping through stories on the card. Can pause it. And this one would control the volume of the card. So they're both pretty easy for my toddlers to use. My son's been using both since he was just over 2. I think that the Yoto Player is a little bit more durable, especially if you buy one of these, like they call them adventure jackets, the silicone cover for it with the strap. And the one thing is these cards can get easily lost. So can the figures. If you need to have a system, whichever one that you're going to go with, because these get lost in our toy bin and these just get lost in cracks in the couch or anywhere. So I kind of have a system for the Yoto. We hang them on hooks with these rings, and these we just kind of keep on a shelf and try to keep them all in the same place. So either way, with kids, you kind of have to help them keep track of these. I'm going to talk a little bit about the cost. The price point, I'm not going to make any claims because sometimes they go on sales or discounts or whatever, but they're around the same initial purchase price point. Then what I notice a big difference is the cards are cheaper to acquire generally. So like these cards would maybe be like $10 to $12 a card, but they have a lot of deals where you can get packages. They also have like a club membership. So we pay $90 a year and we get one card every month. So way less than $10 a card. And we also get like discounts and free shipping and things like that. It also has an app, a Yoto app on my phone with a ton of digital cards. So since we have that Yoto Club membership, we have hundreds of digital cards that I can play on his player. It's not a physical card, but I can play different things on his player that way. The Yoto Player itself also has Yoto radio. So every day it will just play like different radio station, like fun facts for kids, things happening around the world, all very kid friendly. But that's just on the player, Yoto Daily, I think they call it. So cards, I would say, are a little cheaper, especially if you think you're going to use it a lot and you go the route of doing like a Yoto membership like we did. These little figures run $15 to $20. I haven't seen any 20, but it's either like $15 or $18 for a figure usually. They're really cute. They do go with like things my kids are interested in. I have a 3.5-year-old. He loves Daniel Tiger. He loves Paw Patrol. So he loves having the little figures. So they're a little more tactile and fun, like their toys. but they are a little bit pricier. Let's talk about the age range that they're appropriate for, because I think that's a big factor too. So the Yoto has cards you can buy that will interest kids through middle school, at least that I've seen. They have Harry Potter, they have more educational ones that are more suitable for like middle school age. The Luna Player, the visual aspect is so fun for kids, and their figures are more geared toward little kids. Like they have the TV show characters. I would say probably past like 7 or 8, you're not going to have a lot of interest in this, but it is more of a toddler friendly visual activity, whereas younger kids may have trouble getting into the Luna Player. When I first got this for my son, he had just turned 2, and he really only liked the cards if they were from a TV show that he was somewhat familiar with, which we didn't watch a lot of TV then. So he really only knew like Daniel Tiger and Peppa Pig. He had seen a couple episodes, so he would listen to those cards. But he didn't have the ability to like visualize stories that he was hearing yet. So the Luna Player was really great at that age because it is visual, but it's still a projector on the wall rather than a screen, and it's still very slow paced. So more younger kids geared in specific, more all ages, a little bit harder for the little ones, like under 2, it's going to be harder for them to get into. They do have song cards that are fun for the younger kids, but a little harder for younger kids to get into, but then could last through middle school if your kid is still interested in that. Another thing, custom content. So I do not know of any way to make custom content on the Luna Player. As far as I know, you have to buy their proprietary figures from their website. The Yoto card has make your own cards. They're cheaper than the cards with stories on. They're like $5 each, sometimes on sale. And then you can record yourself reading a story and put it on a card, or you could download audio like a audio book or playlist or whatever and put that on a card, so you can kind of customize content. And sometimes that's cheaper than buying stories. And it's also how you can make it appropriate for older kids. You could download audiobooks of like Charlotte's Web or A Wrinkle in Time. You know, whatever your high schooler's reading, if they want to listen to it on their Yoto Player, they could. Overall, they both have awesome special features. The visual aspect of the projector is awesome, and that is something that the Yoto does not have. That is something that makes it really fun for my kids when it's not quite bedtime, we're almost there, we need something to take up some time. They get to watch a story on the ceiling, and that is so cozy and fun and special for them. We don't do it as often. Like this for our family is like a special occasion thing. They get to watch a story on the wall, and it's all cozy and fun. I could see this being a part of a daily nighttime routine, but it's just not for us because we don't have as many of the characters, so my kids would get bored of the same stories over and over again. The Yoto Player wins for sure for portability because it doesn't need to be plugged in, and just like durability, we've taken it on trips. I think the cards, it's easier to have a system with the cards. You could keep it in a binder, or you could keep them on loops like this, so it's easier for travel. So definitely more travel friendly, and wins with cost effectiveness, longevity, and durability, in my opinion. So the Yoto Player is my recommendation most of the time, unless you're looking for something for a really young kid that you definitely want like a visual aspect to it. Then the Luna Player is a good way to go. It is good to put in a bedtime routine if you're willing to buy more of the little figures. But the Yoto Player is the one that we use every single day on trips at bedtime, and is a win for my kids. Hope this was helpful, and hope you enjoy your Yoto or your Luna, whichever one you decide to go with.